But get that list of pages and put down all the pages you want, and you may end up with this huge list of them. You may realize, you know what, I need to do this in phases. And then you do another version that's phase 1 and a version that's phase 2. But understand where you're going with all of the pages. There are standard pages out there. And it's amazing how many, particularly small business websites, don't put up the standard pages. If you want, a lot of having a website is, you're probably not looking to sell directly on the website, but it's about establishing legitimacy, about proving to your prospective customers that you're a real company. And having these standard pages, which a homepage, company information, a products and services page, those sorts of things are very, very important. News and events may not fit for everybody. Privacy policy is one that a lot of people forget about, and I think that's really important. Is a policy is a page that says how you take care of, protect your information, particularly if you're collecting information for your website, and that could be email list signups, those sorts of things, and e-commerce. Of course, if you're doing that, you need privacy policy. These sorts of things make you look more legitimate and give more confidence to your prospective customers. They also, privacy policy appears to be something Google is also looking for when they're building a profile of the site. They're looking to see if you've got a privacy policy, because again, the more legitimate sites tend to have privacy policies. I think you may also want to do things like a page on your management team, a page for hiring partners, those sorts of things. You may also want to do a blog integrated into your site. I tend to not prefer company blogs that are on a separate domain. It's one of the kind of debates in the industry. I prefer that they're integrated into the site, because one of the most powerful things about a blog is they are wonderful attractors for links coming in. And my background is primarily search engine optimization, and it's all about links. If you know anything about SEO, it's about the links coming into your site. The blogs attract links if the content is good. So if you integrate it in your site, those links are coming to your site, not some other site. Copywriting. We have at least one real copywriter here. I'm not a copywriter. I'm a pretty good editor, but I actually have hired William on 1 or 2 occasions, I guess, to do real copywriting, because I can't do it. But you need to make sure you're writing for your target audience. If you did your steps beforehand, you figured out what your audience was, so make sure you're writing for them. If your audience is high school students, that's one style of writing. If it's PhDs, that's another. You also need to be careful of the industry jargon you're using. If you're using industry jargon that your buyers have not heard of, that can be very confusing to the buyers. If you are avoiding industry jargon that all the buyers use, that also makes you look like you're not an industry player. Also, don't write for the search engines. A lot of people out there will talk about SEO copywriting. I think that's a huge waste of time. And SEO copywriting, SEO copy is, if you read a web page and it seems like the same word or several words are being repeated over and over again, those are people that are writing for the search engines. They're trying to convince the search engines to like this page. The problem is that writing does not work for human beings. And all the traffic in the world is a cost center unless you can do something with it. And if the traffic comes to you and is not convinced by what you're doing, you're wasting your effort. Excuse me. Your homepage is your